Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, coming back to another question from a follower that I got a few days ago on LinkedIn through a DM. This person came to me and asked me a very particular question about something that he wishes to do, and given the nuances and the details of my answer, I find that probably this may be helpful for some of my other followers, and if not to them, perhaps to someone else that they may know that can benefit from these insights. And so this is something that I want to share with you so that then you can use to your best advantage. And so, given the specifics of the question, I find it helpful that I should know a little bit more about this person, and so I got some details about the profile. And so this person graduated in finance. The person is still in his 20s, and he works as a junior financial controller. Has 2 years of work experience. Among the interests that the person has: economics, financial markets, personal growth, also trading as well. And the goal basically is that to try to get his feet wet, so to speak, in trading, because the person believes that if the person can make it into this activity, there might be a consideration down the line in the future, a few years from now, whether the person can actually pursue it full time. And so this is of course an ambitious goal, because trading not only is difficult, but also of course you have to deal with a lot of challenges along the way. And so but nonetheless, I pretty much applaud the ambition that comes with it, of course. And given the profile, this is the question that I was asked. And so the person wants to start trading, but also given the ups and downs that are in store for the person would like to get some support from colleagues, friends, family members, and all that. And so the person is contemplating the possibility of sharing this with some of these people, but of course he's also aware that this may draw some negative reactions from some people, and this can impact the motivation to continue to pursue this goal of the person. And so the person asked me, what should I do? Should I disclose? Should I not disclose? Keep this to myself? And basically this is it. And so this is a sensitive topic. I can relate a lot to this, because in my situation, and of course I gave my situation as a point of reference for the person. In my situation, I don't share this with many people. The fact that I'm doing a challenge in which I'm attempting to get 100k US dollars in realized returns, which is basically doubling my initial account. I don't share this with many people. Only a very few select people know about this. Besides, of course, all of my followers, but within my circle, family and friends, I would say that almost no one knows. But this is because of several personal reasons that I have. But to put things straight, so I gave my example, of course. I do not share this challenge of my, or not even the challenge, but the fact that I trade with almost almost anyone, right? If my memory serves me right, only it's less than a handful of people know about this. I would say probably one or two people know. One of them is one of my workmates, but other than that, nobody else knows. And this person knows because is my workmate. I share these insights with the person. The person is eager to learn more about trading, and so that is why I share this with the person, because I believe that there is no point. So there is only one person that knows about this, a workmate who wanted to learn more about trading and specifically options, right? And then it was my decision not to tell anyone else, because there are a lot of types of different of people that may not be beneficial for me that they know about this. All right. And so, given this situation, I told him that it's good for him, and I'm going to put this in another slide. All right. So let's put this aside. So I told him that whether he should say something or not, or should share the goal with someone, he must keep in mind that there are several people. Consider that there are many types of people that may be in his or her circle. And when I say circle, it's family and friends, right? There are many types of people. On the top of my head, I remember that I told him there are those people people that will support him or her and encourage to do it. There are other people who will not be particularly supportive, but will be rather skeptical about the person's ability to do it. There are other ones, and these are particularly dangerous, which will be the dismissive ones. They are very much called the naysayers, alright, which will bring him down and try to which will try to demote him or her to do it, or from doing it. Let's put this a little bit more to this side. All right. Doing it. Yes. No, it's good. Even worse than that, and I recall also saying that there are unfortunately envious or jealous people who will say that, yeah, who will try to demote and try to even bring the person down, right? And there may be others which are not particularly important, which are the indifferent ones, the people who simply do not care, could not care about it. There are people who will be critical about it, all right? Critical, and can be also as well constructive. Constructive about the person ability to do it, all right, if they know them, if they know the person, right? And I think, and these people are also important, if they know it would be good food for the person, which are the people who provide basically inspiration and motivation, right? It's a little bit similar to these people here that will support, but these people they don't share the goal, but these people already did it or also join the person, all right? On the top of my head, these are the most important, all right? And I told the person these type of answers, but of course one key point here, and this is very, very, very much a critical aspect. And let me just put this a little bit smaller, and this is extremely, extremely critical, and any person can change its type over time, as this person goes on with its goal, all right? And this makes this assessment particularly dangerous and can make the person, even though he has good intentions, know that the person will be able to help, like it will be provide motivation, it provides support, even though maybe, for example, a parent which who doesn't know much about this, but all right, son, please, yeah, I think you should do it. If you feel that this must be the way for you, you should do it, even though I don't know much about it, but I trust you, I trust your gut feeling, and please go ahead. But some people may change over time, and it can happen that some of these people, especially, for example, on this side that will support, can, for example, these people that are critical about it, can can say that these people, I know you, and I don't know if you are the right person to do this kind of thing. These people, for example, can change, and when they see that this person will start to have some success, these people can transition from being critical and constructive about it to become even jealous or dismissive. And these particular types are very, very, very dangerous, and I get the impression that this person that asked me this question may have some internal questioning inside its mind, and that may cause him to lose some motivation if he gets people around him trying to bring him down. And so given this situation, because of course this can be something that can make or break the person's ability to do it, I told him, or I told the person, that perhaps it is better not to disclose. I'm biased, I must say, of course. This can be a biased perspective, all right, because given my experience, all right, but this is something that especially it's a better solution given the fact, considering that this person is still reliant on external support and motivation to reach its goal. I know that this sounds counterintuitive, but I would rather forge ahead on my own and get my motivation from something else. And in this day and age, you have a lot of things that you can get your motivation from. YouTube, for example, have plenty of videos, with plenty of motivational videos, and this is just an example. I gave the example of YouTube, for example, but that I'm sure there may be many others. For example, self-development books, right? And I remember, for example, the book that really inspired me to change my life upside down, which was for example the Napoleon. And I already talked about it on another video of mine, which is the Think and Grow Rich. Even though it's not that much about the money, rich in terms of financial assets, is rich in terms of how do you change your life and you pursue your goals regardless of the goals, and doesn't matter what's happening around you, and doesn't matter the influences that you get thrown at. And so this is something that I feel that it can really replace the support from your circle. And yeah, basically this is something that it will be a game-changing factor for people who need this kind of support, such as this person. Now, and because of this recommendation of mine, I told him, or I asked him if he was aware. I asked him or her if the person was aware of the concept of stealth wealth, for example. This is a topic, this is a concept that you can search online if you want, but basically you try to keep your financial accomplishments a secret from anyone else. around you. All right, so you live a somewhat modest lifestyle, all right, by adopting a modest lifestyle, all right, no luxuries, and by doing that you can simply avoid the negative reactions, and this is absolutely key. You will be able to stay focused on your mission, and protect your path from needless questions and other things that could bring you down. All right, because and and why do I say this? Well, I might as well duplicate this slide and create another one. All right. And why did I also recommend this? This comes from experience, personal experience. So of course it's a biased advice, but still, it already happened to me. Just take the bold off. It already happened to me that in situations that I had little or no money, because due to unemployment, for example, nobody, or when little or no money, and this is something that happened to me when I was 26 years old, and I started to do an activity which doesn't matter. It's now doesn't matter what it was, but an activity that could bring me some extra money. Not that much, like 100 or 200 euros. We are in Europe, so it's in euros. 200 euros per month, which is not that much, all right, but for the standards of living in my home country, yeah, it's a good extra, all right. And of course, besides looking for a job, all right, of course, a regular job. And I did this, and at the beginning a family member, a close family member of mine, was very, very dismissive and skeptical about what I was doing, because the person considered pointless. All right, it was nothing. It was no criminal activity or anything like that. It was considered pointless in terms of of bringing money in, but sometime later, I managed to, of course, not the same amount of money every single month, but I started to get some money from it. All right, from it, and then the person notice it, and then started, guess what, asking me for some money, because I had a little extra income. Now, this for me is something that was absolutely disgusting. We are talking about a very close family member of mine, and to this day, I cannot simply consider, or even it didn't even cross my mind that I can't think of any circumstance in which I would disclose to the person or anyone else, to the person and anyone that can let the person know. And anyone that can let the person know about what I do in terms of the trading, all right, and how much money do I make from it. And because if I do it, not only would I get asked for money, but also would be basically criticized and berated, whatever, for not helping this person. And I cannot tolerate that, especially because of the distance or the geographical distance that exists between us, even, right? And what do I say that? Because because even if I give the person the money, I would not have any control over it, over what the person does with the money. And so, given this situation, I don't know how the family of this person is, but given this example that I have, and assuming that these people, the circle of this person can be very good, very supportive, great to be around, but some of these people can also be on the other end, on the other end of the spectrum, and being dismissive, naysayers, and then when they see the success, they can ask for money. And so this is something that can be emotionally draining, and so it's something that can really prevent this person from reaching their objectives. And that is why this was my advice to the person. Now, another important point, and we are coming to the end of this. However, over time, it is important to reassess this possibility. All right. And what I mean by this possibility is sharing this goal. All right, because especially if those people can not have any influence on the person, on the psyche or actions of the person. All right, and if things go right, the person will develop more self-confidence and the criticism and the naysayers will have no effect on the person. All right, and so if the person happens to reach this stage, the person can tell to anyone, because anyone within a circle, because of course as long as it's in a position that these people cannot harm the person, cannot influence the judgment, and even if the people ask for money, this person, because the person grows older, no longer cares. It's fully independent, and it's no longer it's no longer exposed to being hurt physically or psychologically by these people. So the person can say, yeah, because the person no longer cares. And I think this is the ultimate, in my view, this is the ultimate stage of his or her journey when it comes to reach a fulfilled life. All right, or a fulfilled life or goals, because the person can pursue its goals without being subject to bad influences and non-constructive criticism. Right? I hope this person makes the best decision possible, and whoever these insights are shared with, I hope also these people make the best possible decision, because if they are faced with this kind of situation or this kind of peril, because yeah, at the end of the day, some people can be very, very, very draining, and some people, even though they are family members, longtime friends, some people do not need to know and should not know. They represent a roadblock in our lives, and so that is why it's very important for us to keep our wits about in terms of the people who are dealing with, and some people can change, even for the better or for the worse. So please keep that in mind. That is all for me at this point. Feel free to leave your comments, your insights below in the comment section. Like this follower did, also you can send me a message on LinkedIn. Any questions, any thoughts, any insights that you want to share, please do. And also feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I will be waiting for more questions for you. In the meantime, please enjoy the rest of the content of this channel, and of course this challenge, this 100 road to 100k realized returns. Yeah, it promised to be a very, very exciting journey ahead of us. So yeah, I'll see you then.